You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart. You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of
love. The face of love.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my
heart. You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are a part of me.
A part of me.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu
of
sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
sei
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You
of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of God.
ruh خدایی.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face of
Eres la luz de Dios.
You are the face of You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of love.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are a part of me.
A part of me.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu
of
sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu
of
sei
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
God. You are the face
Tu
of God.
روح خدایی.
You are the face
You
of God.
are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
You are the
Good morning, and welcome to Spiritual Life Center, a church that love is building.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Let us pray. Dear God, we have come together to discover a whole new world. We've always been aware of this visible world around us. Now we seek to know just as intimately the invisible world, especially that which is within us. Loving Spirit, we call upon you to open our minds and hearts to not only understand this, but to experience this and to put this into practice consciously in our lives. That in doing so, we might demonstrate for ourselves and share with others your kingdom here on earth. This we ask toward your honor and glory, and in the name and through the power, in the nature of the Christ Spirit that lives within us. Thank you, God. Amen.
On the day I was born, said my father, said he, I've an elegant legacy waiting for ye. 'Tis a rhyme for your lips and a song for your heart to sing whenever the world falls apart. Look, look, look to the rainbow, follow it over the hill and stream. Look, look, look to the rainbow, follow the fellow, follows a dream. 'Twas a sumptuous gift bequeathed to a child. Oh, the lure of that song kept her feet running wild. For you never grow old and you never stand still, with a whippoorwill singing beyond the next hill. Look, look, look to the rainbow, follow it over the hill and stream. Look, look, look to the rainbow, follow the fellow, follows the dream. Follow the fellow, follow the fellow, follow the fellow, follows a dream. So I bundled me hard and I roamed the world free, to the east with the lark, to the west with the sea. And I searched all the world and I scanned all the skies, but I found it at last in God's loving eyes. Yes, I found it at last in God's loving eyes.
I bless the world with my peaceful heart. Looking at the world today, it's tempting to feel discouraged or even angry at the discord and disagreement that seem to surround me. I pause then to remember that no matter what is going on in my environment, peace begins with me. I breathe deeply and relax, softening my heart, calming my emotions, and easing my mind. I heed the words of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "Peace is not merely a distant goal we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal." These inspiring words keep me centered and committed to remaining peaceful. No matter how I choose to engage the world around me, I rise above anger and strife, and I embody peace. The way I live my life tells a lot about my character. Do my words express peace and love? Do my actions convey kindness and consideration? There is love in my heart for all humankind. I share this love freely, regardless of appearance or of what is happening in the news or in my surroundings. Choosing to see and live from the truth, I am always compassionate and peaceful in my dealings with others. It is so important to keep my thoughts and actions spiritually based, taking time to feed my soul so I am able to stay rooted in my belief that peace for all is possible. In this way, I'm doing my part to bring the world peace. I feel blessed to be a part of this process. Every day, countless people spend time in prayer. As I join with them, our hearts and minds are linked. I hold sacred space for peace and well-being for the entire world and all of its people. Harmonizing energy radiates from deep inside me, enfolding the world in peace. This same peaceful presence lives in the hearts of all people. Together, we hold a powerful vision that heals the world. And now let's take that moment so that we can together hold a powerful vision that is now healing our world. I bless the world as I pray with others. The power of prayer amplifies the peace in my heart that radiates as a blessing to all humanity. And I ask you to join with me as I affirm peace in my heart, peace in my relationships, peace in the world. I feel oneness with all. I express deep gratitude for the inner presence that binds me to my global family. Peace in my heart contributes to the peace in my world. And now I invite you to join together with peace and with love in your heart and with the prayer that Jesus wrote. The Our Father. Let us join together in singing and praying the Our Father.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory I have no hands but yours to tend my sheep, no handkerchief but yours to dry the eyes of those who weep. I have no arms but yours with which to hold the ones grown weary from the struggle and weak from growing old. I have no voice but yours with which to sing, to let my children know that I am love, and love is everything. I have no hands to feed the hungry souls, no clothes to give the naked, the ragged, and the cold. So be my heart, my hands, my tongue, through you all will be done. Through you all will be done. Fingers have I none to help untie the tangled knots and twisted chains that strangle fearful minds. I have no one but you to clean the mess when war and greed destroy the land that I've so richly blessed. I have no legs but yours with which to dance, no way to show my faithfulness unless you take a chance. I have no way to open people's eyes, except that you will show them how to trust the inner light. So be my heart, my hands, my tongue, through you all will be done. Through you all will be done. I have no higher call for you than this, to love and serve your neighbor in joy and selflessness.
Hello, 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 hello. Happy New Year for some. You may be watching this when it's not a new year, and Happy New You, whatever day you're watching this. My name is Martha Creek, marthacreek.com to contact me. It is my highest honor and privilege to share teachings that are meaningful to me and to uplift you in your devotional practices and activate starting today. And I think with this message and this talk, a new potential, a divine power that we know in certainty is a part of us. An 8 inherent divine right, whatever word you would call it, is here and now for us. And even though we're tempted sometimes to focus on the worry, the doubt, the concerns with what could happen, what's going to become in 2024, what's going to become in our future, what's going to be. It's our human tendencies to have worry, doubt, concerns about it. And it's also our divine calling to say, I'm not going to worry as much about what's going to grow as I am to get intentional about what I'm planting. So I'm going to grow from what I am planting. We've heard it as I'm going to reap what I sow. So I'm going to grow what I sow. I'm going to plant what I want to see become and being and becoming that. And I'm taking a journey this year, an immersion that includes some of my devotional spiritual practices, dusting off some I've used in the past, and hopefully you can too and will be inspired to do so. I'll be referencing the Presence and Potential book, Martha Creek, and this is available on Amazon. And I've gifted it now several hundred times to people to get these teachings out into the world. So if you'll pay it forward by gifting it to either, if you're not using your copy, to send it forward in the world or to encourage other people to do it. I'm also going to, if you want to lead a book study or a book group, and you'll get the people in your group to do this book, I'll come on and do a question and answers or meet the author or just explore ideas from the book. If you'll let me know if you want to do that, I'll be happy to support you in doing that too, to get these teachings out into the world. And I'll refer to it a little bit more. I'm also back into my daily devotionals, including poetry, which has been meaningful to me. And this was the one that I used. My birthday's coming up also next month. And I think about this one and how I relate to it, particularly people in our age group. And then as I hear myself say it, I thought it's not just our age group. I've got little young girls that were around me the last few months, 8, 9, 10 years old, 12, 13, 14. And oh my goodness, they already are under the spell of what we're supposed to look like and better look like, and some worry about that. So there's plenty of prayer for me and you and everybody in the world to loosen up some of this concern about our hair and eyes and lines around our eyes and other things, and to get back and to what is eternal and infinite in us. So here's the poem, and this is by somebody called named Donna Ashworth. There's a woman in my mirror, and she looks a lot like me, though there's lines around her eyes, and her hair is wild and free. She is plumper than myself, and she is definitely gray. Did I miss the day this happened? Has she always been this way? And this woman in the mirror has an air of something calm, like a tide that's going out and a beach that's soft and warm. She has seen the world in color. She has learned to know the truth. There's a wisdom in her wrinkles. There's a knowledge brought from youth. And she knows to move more freely, as though released from earthly bonds. Is she made of something lighter? Perhaps the weight she left behind. Like the press of expectations and the need to yield and bend. I like this woman in the mirror. She's fast becoming my best friend. So the same goes for he instead of she. The same goes for we. The same goes at any age group. So I hope those words will inspire you to look at the man, the woman in the mirror, and look for and plant and cultivate that air of something calm, like a tide that's going out. Imaginations of a beach that's soft and warm, how it feels to be there, whatever your beach is, the mountains, the woods, the trees, to spend time there, to learn to know the truth, to further learn the truth, to further know the truth, to count the wisdom instead of the wrinkles, the wisdom in the wrinkles, and the knowledge that we brought forth, including the knowledge brought forth from our youth. And plant seeds that leave us feeling more free, free to make better choices, free to make empowered choices, free to be and become the greatest iteration of ourselves. and to take responsibility to release us from our own burdens, the burdening of the past, the burdening of the traumas, the losses, the griefs, to relieve us from that, to become lighter and lighter, and to do so on purpose, to do so with intention, and to do so with sane, sensible actions that move us in the direction of those goals. And then regardless of whatever we weigh, regardless of what we weigh, we're lighter and lighter and lighter. And to let go of the press, the demand of expectations to get done what can't be done, to get done the amount of what we think we ought to get done or should get done, to let go of the weight of those false, burdensome expectations, and to plant seeds that encourage us to yield, to surrender, to cause and create with all the power, potential, and presence possible, and to surrender to what is not ours to do, can't be done, can't be controlled by us, and to become better and better friendly, better and better best friends with whoever is in the mirror. And in my mirror work, for example, I think I've broken the habit of looking at the wrinkles and counting them, and looking at what's looking at me through those eyes that are not mine. So I encourage you to spend a minute or two every day looking in your mirror, and not looking at the wild hair and the wrinkles, but to look at what is looking at you, what is looking through your eyes at you, and to really experience the divine presence, innate, inherent, eternal, and infinite in you, as we know in certainty is true, and to get more and more than a glimpse of that, but more and more of a self-realization of that, and that our higher self then is in the driver's seat for whatever we're going to cause and create today. So whatever seeds we're planting today is going to be purposeful for us to grow something we want to see more of in the future. And when worry comes in, to accept that worry is a part of our divine nature, also that worry is a part of our human experience, and it's included in this, and it doesn't have to run the show. And worry takes a little bit of a bad rap, I think, because it's like, oh, I heard so many people at the burning bowl say they want to get rid of worry, get rid of worry, get rid of worry. And it's like, me too. Less worry. And I've understood now psychologically, as I've studied this and looked at the research over this for the years, worry actually takes a bad rap because it's worry that also activates a part of our brain that says, what can I do about this situation? So when I'm worried something's going to happen, a part of the brain that's in a higher consciousness is activated by that worry if we use it that intentionally to say, what can I do in this matter? What can I do in this situation? What would be sane, sensible response to the situation I'm in, to the circumstances I'm in? What can I do something about? So when worry comes in, how about saying, okay, I'm going to use worry like a activator to say it's going to move me up into my highest thinking, into a higher consciousness to say, what can I do in this situation, instead of, oh my, ain't it awful, ain't it awful? And it's very tempting to fall into awfulizing, ain't it awful, 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 instead of what could I do here? What would be sane, sensible action here? And to be able to learn and to take action based on what we want to see more of. What do I want to reap from this? So I'm going to sow in accordance to that. Sow and surrender, plant and see, plant and plant and plant. So in the chapters, this includes how to do some of this. These are spiritual practices. Each of the chapters in this little book is its own spiritual practice. So there's 26 of them, and I've added 4 over the year, so I'm up to 30. And sometimes I have to get so specific that I use one a day. Like, what am I going to do today? So today includes, I'm going to define myself. What am I going to be today? How am I going to be in this interaction today, regardless of how they're being, regardless of what attitude they have, regardless of how much eye rolling they're doing, regardless of how much disappointment they have, fear, doubt, worry, whatever. How am I going to be in this situation? And to build it such that I can actually stay connected to them. So even if I'm not able to, quote, do something about it, to break some of my habits of fixing, of controlling, and of wanting a life for others that they actually don't want for themselves. And so many of my teachers have tried to help me with this over the years. Like, Martha, how long are you going to work harder on someone else's life than they're working on their life? It's a very good question. And these devotional practices today, that I intend not to do that. I intend to focus on the one life that I actually have, my life, the care of my own soul, and what I can do in the interactions that I have today, including with family, friends, colleagues, neighbors, whoever it is, that I can be and express with them, be and express through my highest self, how I want to be with them. And that'll be a full-time job today. Another idea is to, in that poem, one of the lines that was to recognize my own calm and how I want to be calm with other people, especially when they can't be calm. And I was listening to some comedy lately, and one of the men in the comedy show said he was drunk and in a bar, and he was getting thrown out of the bar. And some part of his mind knew this is going to be problematic, and he couldn't control himself. He couldn't regulate himself. And he said, the police officer, he ended up getting arrested, thrown out of the bar, and then arrested outside on the sidewalk from the bar. And he said, I heard him say, you have the right to remain silent. And he said, I had the right to do that, but I didn't have the ability to do that. And I think about how I don't drink, and I think about how drunk I am sometimes when I know the best thing I could do here is to stay silent. So some part, my higher self is encouraging me to stay silent. I have the right to remain silent, and I don't have the ability to do it at times. And it's very consequential when I can't. I was also thinking about the times that in New Year's Eve, I was actually in Times Square for the ball drop. And I didn't go there for that. I went there to be there during that time. And the grace of that trip, this has been 25 years ago. And we ended up, me and two other friends went who had never been. This was a bucket list idea for one of them. And one of my bucket lists is to fulfill other people's bucket list. So off we go to New York City to fulfill her bucket list check, and me making it possible. And I was interested in it, of course, and wanted to go and experience that too. And we got a room at the Waldorf Astoria. The Waldorf Astoria Hotel on New Year's Eve in New York City, without any special effort, without any calling in friends or anything like that. Just booked a hotel, even on a very nominal budget, limited back then. And stayed up there, went to 2 or 3 plays, and wasn't going to get into this crowd madness at this ball dropping or anything. That wasn't a part of our itinerary. And we left this play and walked out of the play. And this was absolutely without awareness, without planning, without consciousness. And when we walked out of the exit of that play, it was a few minutes before midnight. And we were right there in the crowd at the ball drop in Times Square, and got to see all of that without any planning to do so. So these are some of the seeds I'm planting for this year, that I'm going to stay open to miracles, to ease, to grace, to mercy, and ease. So I'm going to plant, I'm going to cultivate, I'm going to clear the soil, I'm going to remove rocks and boulders, I'm going to provide nutrients for the whatever I want to grow, and I'm going to do some deep surrendering to the will and the way of it. Thy will be done, not Martha's will. Doggone it. Thy will, the highest will be done, and to live and more aligned to that than ever before. So I'm wondering how you might do that or will do that, if you're inspired to take some different action, like something else. I'm going to do something else, something different than I've been doing. One of the practices is to keep a clear distinction between facts and feelings. This is a devotion for me, and I couldn't do what I do, listening with people and holding space for them for their own midwifing of their highest potential, and them undoing and crawling out of some of the skins they have to crawl out of in sessions, and listening to what the losses and what they've experienced. So for me to keep a clear distinction between facts and feelings is vital for me to fulfill the ministry and the calling that I have, which is to serve those who serve, and to be divine presence, to be calmer when they can't be, and to hold a space for them to go wherever they need to go to undo what has been done to them, and how they can come out of this lighter, calmer, freer, and more liberated. So I got a kick out of this recently, this particular one, as I'm practicing this myself. And some of the young girls that was around me was telling me how mean their grandma had been to them. She's mean. She was mean to us. And I said, well, one of my practices is to make sure that I'm not interpreting somebody's action. So for example, what actually happened with your grandma? And they said, we wanted to play in our makeup and she wouldn't let us. And I said, well, what time was it? And they said about 10:30 p.m. I said, well, she was likely wanting to go to bed and to have you to go to bed instead of start a makeup project. She was just mean. She was mean. She was mean to us. And I said, well, what's actually happened, I think, is she didn't give you what you wanted. So you wanted to play in makeup. She didn't want you playing in makeup at 10:30, and you didn't get what you want, and you interpreted it as she was being mean to you. Is that possible that that's what happened? So she wasn't actually mean, but she said no, and you didn't like her saying no. So they thought about it a little bit, and still that yeah, but she's just mean. She was mean. She was mean. So I planted my seeds, did my devotional, and looked at how I'm interpreting what they interpreted, which is a slippery slope for me, and went back to my own sense of what can I do about this situation. And none of this is really any of my business. Planting seeds, moving empowered teachings out into the world. That's my business. And then days later, one of them said, Granny was mean to us. And the other one said, 8 and 9 years old, the other one said, she wasn't actually mean. She does a lot for us. But she said no to us asking her for something. That's actually what happened. So who knows what seeds are going to grow and when? My job is to plant, cultivate, and care for the seeds that I know to be the truth. Professing our own values, not demanding that others expect, not demanding or expecting others to think, feel, and act like we do. Sound easy? They should have done this. They should have done that. They'd be better off if they did that. Accepting differences. Living by our own goals. Spiritual practice. Devotion. Presence. Power. Potential. It is yours. It is mine. Let's go. Use it accordingly. All my blessings to you. Get in touch with me directly, marthacreek.com, if I can support you in any way.
Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Yo, let me tell you about people. People done gone crazy. People done gone mad. People done forgot the superpowers we all have. We were born to love, not hate. We can decide our fate and look for the good in everyone and celebrate all our mistakes. If there's a silver lining, you still have to find it, find it, find it. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone, 'cause everyone needs sunshine, everyone needs rain, everyone is carrying around some kind of pain. I see who you are, just like me. I see you're searching for a purpose, guided by a dream. I see who you are, just like you. And I get lost sometimes and I forget what I came here to do. So I keep on trying, keep on trying. When it gets frightening, look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone. Everyone is nature. Everyone is God. Everyone is love and light and vibration. Look for the good. Look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes, and maybe they should. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look out for all the heroes in your neighborhood. Look for the good. Look for the good. You know that life sure would be sweeter if everybody would look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone.
We are grateful to Jason Mraz for this beautiful music. Thank you, Nancy Ingalls, for your marvelous singing this morning. Reverend Martha, a very powerful message. Thank you. We are pleased that each of you could join us for today's service. We invite you now to join in our prayer of sharing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we do ask that you support Spiritual Life Center with a donation to this ministry. There are 4 ways to do so. The first is online through our secure website, www.slctroy.com/give. The second is to mail a check to Spiritual Life Center, 41340 Fox Run Road, number 106, Novi, Michigan, 48377. A third way is to call my cell 248-925-6214 and speak directly to me, providing credit card information for a one-time charge. A fourth way is to go to our Friday email that you receive every week, and in there, in a couple places, you'll see donate online or donate now. We welcome anyone who might be joining us for one of your first times, and we do invite you to join our email list by visiting our website, www.slctroy.com, and in the upper right corner, you'll see Join Email List. If you will just click on that and insert your name and email address, we will see that you receive every Friday morning information about the upcoming activities to the church, along with the link to the upcoming Sunday service and the link to any upcoming classes. Next Sunday, I will be inviting you to consider just who you are, why you are here, and where you might be going on your spiritual path. The whole powerful tool of masterminding is one of the great ways to bring about a new dynamic into your spiritual life. If you would like to learn this, how to make the masterminding effective in your life, to practice it, or to find partners with whom you might mastermind, let me know, and we will do what we can to assist you. We are grateful to your donations to Spiritual Life Center. A statement of your 2023 contributions will be mailed to you within the next couple of weeks. So if your mailing address has changed, please let us know. Immediately following the end of today's service, everyone is invited to join us on Zoom for a time of social connection. The link was in your Friday email. But first, let's join together in our peace song and benediction. God bless.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it
And now as you go forth, know that the light of God surrounds you, the love of God enfolds you.
The Lord bless thee and keep thee.
The power of God protects you.
The Lord make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee.
The presence of God watches over you.
The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and grant thee peace.
Wherever you are, God is.
Amen. Amen.
Go your way rejoicing. All is truly well.